Hi there and welcome back to the Hippie Gypsy Reader channel over on YouTube. I have already started a monthly drawing here for Gemini for July 2022. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, and Croswatchers, of course, are welcome. Please feel free to switch the energies if it is necessary for you, and if you are cross-watching, just flip the energies around if you feel it's better suited. Please don't try and force anything. If it doesn't resonate with you, just toss out what doesn't fit and take in the rest. I will try and reach as many of you as possible. The more likes, shares, comments, subscribes that I get, then I can attune to your energy and help to guide you in the future. So we're going to go ahead and dive on back in and retouch on what we have already done for Gemini for the pool here. So with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, I have started out with the U position is the conflict and defeat. So that is the Five of Swords energy, with the crosses and complements, you being the Nine of Swords. So we've got a lot of fighting and strife here. We've been kind of beat up just a little bit with some sort of arguments, some sort of tension, some anxiety. We're having a little bit of battle, and then you are suffering in silence with that Nine of Swords energy, which complements or crosses that energy. So we are kind of pulling back just a little bit. We're a little bit in our head. We're kind of retreating from a lot of strife that's recently happened. And in the best that can be achieved in the circumstance is a very good outcome. This is the Sun card. That is the light. We are shedding light on a situation. Sun brings clarity. Sun is about an optimism, a happier outlook for things. Could also be dealing with Leo energy there, and with that Swords energy, we could be dealing with any of the air signs. That is about a knowledge, an inner knowing, and then shedding that light on the subject here is a great coming out of that suffering of silence type of energy. And then we're going to move on to the foundation, and reason for the reading is material and spiritual prosperity. So that is that Six of Pentacles energy. So we have a little bit of balance between our material and our spiritual prosperity. So we are giving, we are receiving, we have equal give and take. We are a little bit in a charitable type of energy with that give and take. So you're feeling like things are coming a bit more into balance, possibly with your material prosperity. And once again, you're feeling more abundant, possibly spiritually or in a romantic investment. Here in the recent past, we have the accelerated motion card that came out for us. That is the Eight of Wands energy. This here is looking at some sort of quick communication that came in. There was a really speedy type of communication. Somebody moved in really, really quick with some sort of information for you. So that could be what triggered the conflict and defeat energy over here. With your near future, we're going to look at new beginnings. That is that Fool card energy. Another major arcana could be dealing with an Aries. And that is talking about taking a leap of faith. We have a new beginning. The Fool card is about taking off and starting a new path, and you're just going to start anew. You've beginning on a brand new adventure. It's the very beginning of the deck. Here we go. This is, we're going to jump off. We're going to start over, starting anew. Kind of the moment after the tower falls, new beginning. So then we have, in the U position coming at the side, we have the awareness. So the very next card in the major arcana, we have the Magician position with awareness. This is the manifester. He has everything he needs. He or she or they have everything that they need in order to produce exactly what it is that they're looking for. They have their cups, they have their pentacles, they have their wands, they have their swords. Total package to be able to manifest exactly what it is that we are trying to achieve. And with your environment and external influences influencing you, we have the Firm Foundation card, and this is that Four of Pentacles energy. So we have a very firm foundation that we are holding fast to our abundance, things that we have accumulated. We are feeling a little bit tight, a little bit clenched. We're building up our foundation. We're kind of just holding on to whatever possessions, whatever abundance we have already accumulated, be it with knowledge, material, what have you, though this is that earth energy of material abundance. We're holding a little bit tight to that so that we can rebuild, which does sometimes happen in a new beginning. We want to start over with as much as possible so that we can have as much as we need for anything that should come up. And in our hopes and fears, ironically, we pulled the hope card. So that is our star energy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius here with that star energy coming out. And that is about manifesting our dreams. We have our wish fulfillment with that Aquarian energy there. Star card is could also be about coming into some sort of fame. You could be coming into some sort of social recognition as well. With the star card is another outlook for those of you that resonates with. Additionally, we are just pretty hopeful. I'm feeling very, very hopeful in that position. It's not a fear position, I don't think. Or possibly you have a fear of success. We'll look into that with the clarifiers that we're going to pull out here in just a moment. And the outcome, we pulled the truth card. That is about justice energy. So we have a bit of a truth coming out. We have coming into some knowledge, coming into some information that we have received. We have to be careful not to come into that too quickly. We have to take our time with this information and be sure and process everything very clearly and very profoundly so that we can move ahead in the best possible path. I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifiers for each one of these energies, and then we will run an outcome and advice, and then end everything with some oracle cards. I'm going to pull from the Serendipity Teach Me Tarot for all of our clarifiers. We'll get some of those energies. I've already shuffled, as I usually do, cleansed, meditated, etc., etc. Okay, let's look at the Five of Swords energy with that conflict and defeat. That is way too many. I'll take those top three. Okay, top three. Nine of Swords, 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the 7 of Wands in the reverse. It's exact. Okay. So to clarify that Five of Swords energy, we have fear and anxiety, some sort of sleepless nights. We have deep unhappiness, some sort of negativity, and there is a letting go of that energy, and then we're giving up. So we're giving up and we're letting go of all of that fear and anxiety or that strife, those issues, things that were causing those issues. Ultimately, with that 7 of Wands in the reverse and the 10 of Wands in the reverse, that is about quitting. That is about giving up. That's too much responsibility. We're letting go. We're moving on because this is some sort of regret that we do not want to hold on to. That suffering in silence, we're going to clarify that here really quickly. Wow, just, okay. We brought out the Knight of Wands in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the upright, Knight of Cups in the upright, and the Page of Cups also came out. I didn't realize we had extras there. I could have stopped at those. They're just flopping out together. Okay, so lots of masculine energy here. We've got some sort of, with that energy of suffering and silence, that is the pullback energy. That is an energy of, you know, feeling very overwhelmed with some sort of information that you've received, and it could be about several different love offers. We have a mature, grounded male. We have an emotional offer, romantic proposal, could be that same energy. We have a young page here with new, exciting plans. We've got a knight and we've got a king. You could have 3 different age ranges here. This could also be family members of different types that are also crossing you. That I mean, just kind of put it where it fits. And we have another knight that's in the reverse. And this guy is wishy-washy. He's impatient. And again, there are no genders. I'm just reading off of the cards here. So with this energy, we've got a little bit of a show-off, somebody that's, you know, more financially grounded and stable. This person is about a very romantic type of energy, maybe a bit of a hopeless romantic, and this one here is feeling like a little bit of a youthful, playful type of energy, new and exciting, somebody who's, you know, got a lot of bright, young, fresh ideas. That's pretty ironic that 4 different masculine energies came out here in all different ranges, so there could be a lot of different options is what I'm probably pulling up there, and many different types. I mean, there's no way to really be sure, which is causing a lot of stress and anxiety. So I'll pull a little bit more on that one. I'm going to dive into this light series real quick. I want to look at that really quickly. What is up with all of these knights and pages and kings? 8 of Cups in the upright. That's an emotional leap. You are emotionally walking away from a lot of stuff here. That is 8 of Cups in the upright that came out here for clarifying all of that energy that came up. I know Geminis are, yeah, we've got the 8 of Swords in the reverse, also not feeling trapped. We got 8 and an 8. Both about releasing. And then the Ace of Swords that came out. Could be something that was revealed about a lot of these different, I mean, maybe they found out that they were being juggled. I don't know. Geminis being very flirty. No shade, no tea, get you some. I like to flirt with Geminis. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very fun. I'm gonna have to throw that in there. So let me see a little bit. Yeah, that Fool in the reverse, 2 of Wands in the reverse. So feels a little bit like not being able to start out new and feeling like you don't really have a choice anymore because this harsh truth has come out here about not no longer feeling trapped and being able to walk away. Okay, let's move on, shall we, to the lights. So the overall, let's see, the best that can be achieved here. Coming out of that, let me get one more, thank you. All right, we got the Strength, the Fool in the upright, and the 3 of Cups. So we are definitely moving on from this energy. There's some sort of inner strength that's coming in. You're overcoming a lot of self-doubt, and you're still determined with the Strength card coming out in the upright, and you are maybe getting some solace and some friendships with that 3 of Cups in the upright. You're having some sort of happy gatherings. You are going off in some sort of new adventure. You're feeling, yeah, this Fool card is kind of a lack of a commitment. So maybe you're just kind of clearing the bench and saying enough with all of it. Just start new, go off on my own. I'm brave enough to celebrate on my own and have these new beginnings. And then, okay, that's a possible outcome. Another possible outcome is that could be a Leo, could be an Aries, and I'm getting a lot of Leo energy here with that Sun card and the Strength card both coming out. Looks like there could be a reunion with one of the more determined energies here, that you're able to find some sort of new possibility. That could be another possibility with this best that can be achieved. We're going to move on to the material and spiritual prosperity. Thank you, universe. All right. They're just immediate. Okay, we've got the Star card that came out in the reverse. Ironic. And then we have the 4 of Cups that came out in the reverse, and we have the Chariot that came out in the upright. So we have some Aquarius and Cancer energies here. So with that material and spiritual prosperity, there is some victory here. Definitely with that Chariot, you're feeling like you're letting go of a lot of the regret. You're choosing happiness. Ultimately, even though there was a little bit of hopelessness and disappointment from some of this energy here, that is about finding your balance with this equal give and take. You're being able to actually go off and have some success about choosing your happiness instead. So there is, yeah, I'm feeling like there's just some sort of a little lack of creativity with that hope, with that Star card coming out in the reverse. But overall, there's definite overcoming of obstacles with that Victory card coming out in the upright, and some real enthusiasm and motivation with that 4 of Cups. So we're letting go of some regret here. In the recent past, what is that 8 of Wands energy with the accelerated motion? We've got the 2 of Wands that came out in the reverse. So some sort of information came in pretty quickly for you, but there was a lack of planning. Give you a little bit of fear of the unknown and change. That caused some strife. That could be that stressful energy that came out in the crosses you. Thank you. We got the Ace of Pentacles that came out in the upright, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So with the Ace and Page of Pentacles both in the upright, with that Two of Wands in the reverse, you had a lack of planning with how quickly this information came in, but you still were able to come out with a plan of action to help you move forward and have a new beginning, a new venture. Could be a new job offer coming out with this Ace of Pentacles in the upright. And possibly it came in pretty quickly. This could be something that was pushing you to move on from any of this extra energy that has come out before. Ultimately, it was good news. There is an offer. There's lots of offering coming up here. Just a little bit of stagnation there with that Two of Wands in the reverse. So we're going to move on to the new beginnings and that full card energy in the near future. Thank you. Okay. Here in the near future, that Eight of Wands came out in the reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles in the upright. Lots of repeat cards here. Six of Swords in the upright and the King of Cups. So here in the near future, it's looking like we're having a lot of support. We're still having to do a little bit of waiting, and you have a tiny bit of a late start with that Eight of Wands in the reverse. Ultimately, though, we are overcoming some sort of conflict and hardship with that Six of Swords. We're moving on to calmer waters, especially with the King of Cups coming out in the upright. This is an emotionally mature male that is in the middle of turmoil and harsh waters, and he is calm, cool, and collected. This is emotional maturity, being able to be in control of those emotions, and that's allowed you to be able to move on, seeing as how everything is nice and balanced, and you're feeling like you have a lot more support. Could be more reciprocity, more fairness, more equality here coming in with this new beginning. A little bit of a late start. There's a slight restriction there with that Eight of Wands, so watch out for that. We'll move on to the U position coming up the side here with the awareness. That is the Magician position. Magician position. All right, Judgment in the reverse is face up with something here upright face down. One more, please. We've got Page of Swords, Judgment in the reverse, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So we're looking like we've got a little bit of stalker energy here. Let's see. Starting out and manifesting a new beginning with this Magician card is the Great Manifester. There is a lot of disruption here with that Tower card. We are tearing down some unexpected events. Maybe there was a little bit of bad judgment with this Page of Swords is about a little communicator. This is somebody being a little bit of gossip, some sort of a stalker energy. Somebody could have been spying on you and found out some sort of misinformation with this Ace of Swords in the reverse. Maybe there was some sort of unfair blame, and there was a little bit of tragedy that came from it with that coming out there, which has given you a deeper awareness with that Magician card. Magician card could also be a little bit of trickery if it is in the reverse. I don't really read the reversals on that Psychic Tarot deck, but that is a possibility. So with all of these other cards coming out, it seems to be a little bit of some communication issue here. Some possible unfair blame. On that Tower card, we've got some sudden upheaval that we're having to deal with here. Some sort of possible abandonment. Okay. Tiny bit of trickery and manipulative energy coming out in that U position there. So somebody could be having some sort of manipulative issues dealing with what you have going on. So then we're going to move on to the firm foundation position. Got the Five of Cups in the reverse. It's about moving forward, accepting help and healing. Three of Swords in the upright. See, we are healing from a little bit of a broken heart, some sort of loss. There's a misunderstanding that has happened here. And there's that Magician in the reverse, just like I was just talking about. So, yeah, there's a lack of self-confidence with that Magician in the reverse, some manipulation. Ultimately, though, we are healing, and there is some sort of release of that emotional baggage with that Five of Cups coming out in the reverse here. You are feeling very untrusting, though. You are, yeah, there's some untrustworthiness in energy. That's what I'm trying to say. This isn't for everyone, but if you are dealing with anyone that is involved with esoterics, they could be performing black magic. That's not for everyone. If it does resonate, then just be aware of that possibility. Do not do not feed it anger or fear. We're going to move on to the Hope card. We've got the World in the reverse. We've got the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So even though you're feeling like there is some stagnation, you are having some struggles, your overall energy there is you are hopeful. You're hopeful that all your dreams will come true, even though there is a little bit of a repeating cycle happening here. And that Two of Swords also came out in the reverse. So we are in a little bit of our head about some emotional turmoil. There is some stress over worrying, which could be contributing to all of this stress. And the you know, like attracts like. So if we are feeding negativity, the negativity will produce itself. I think in the overall position, it's calling for you to have a little bit more hope so we can combat any of this overwhelming stress. Geminis tend to be both yes and no at the same time. So having the ups and the downs all in the same time is understandable. But that is asking you to ultimately hold on to that inner hope with that Star card. So we're going to go on to the Truth for the outcome. Thank you, Universe. All right, we've got the Empress that came out in the upright, the Two of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the upright. So we've got an honest, nurturing energy here. And with the Two of Cups in the reverse, that's talking about some sort of separation, a possible breakup or divorce. With that Truth coming out, so there was some sort of, that is the Judgment card. So there is some sort of possible judgment about a divorce, possibly between these two energies of somebody who was very open-minded, strong, honest, and then someone else who was very nurturing energy. We've got Aries, Taurus energy with that Empress card. And then, yeah, that Two of Cups in the reverse, there is some sort of judgment that has come out. So unfortunately, that feels like there is some sort of separation that has come up. With the Empress and the Queen of Swords in the upright, though, it feels like there was a fair and balanced kind of outcome. There was some sort of honest outcome that allows for there to be a nurturing energy that ultimately does take over as far as the outcome goes. So we are going to go ahead and get the best advice for the month of July for our beautiful Geminis. And this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Crosswatchers are also welcome. So we're going to get a look at some advice here. Six of Swords in the upright, moving on to calmer waters. This is about pushing on. These are all the lessons that we've learned. We're moving ahead. Seven of Swords in the reverse with the Four of Swords in the reverse. This is talking about letting go of some sort of feeling like you are not able to have a clear understanding on something with that Four of Swords in the reverse. Swords, swords, swords. Interesting. Sun card in the upright, more Leo energy. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So you are ultimately trying to have a sunny disposition about what kind of work you have to put in, about where you're going to manifest and where you're going to put your investments. Looking like you're having some clarity with that Sun card coming out. Feeling like this is a inability to be deceived anymore with that Seven of Swords in the reverse. Even though you are still in your own head about everything, you're not able to heal from this completely. But there is a definite push to move on with that Sun card. And then we've also pulled the Death card. So we have also Scorpio energy pulling out here for you. And that is about death and rebirth. We have the Secret Keeper on the bottom there. That is some Pisces and Cancer energy there for the bottom of the deck. The Emperor, Knight of Wands, Temperance in the reverse. Interesting. You're working together with someone to come together with some other project, possibly looking at focusing on your work here. Pulling out of this energy of feeling like you need to move on from something and heal, that you're able to push on into something more productive. So I feel like I'm going to cap that there. Let me go ahead and pull some of the Moonology deck, and this will get some clarifying advice going into the month of July. First quarter moon in Gemini. There you are. Speak your world into being. That's about manifestations. This is about speaking your world into being. Geminis are the communicators. They are associated with the planet of Mercury, which is about communication. And when you want to manifest something, you speak about it all the time. You reiterate it over and over again until it becomes programming. So you are reprogramming your world to become exactly what you want it to be. And we're also pulling last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave that past behind. Doesn't that go with that Six of Swords energy? Leave that past behind. It is over. Time for new. Moving on. Get one more pull here. We've got last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. You've done a lot of work. Taurus are really hard workers. That last quarter moon is about pulling into seeing what we've manifested, what we've worked hard for, and you can be proud of the work that you've done. Be proud of yourself. Moving forward, of that self-love, that self-care. We're going to grab a few out of the wisdom of the Oracle. Unfinished symphony. Unfinished symphony. With that unfinished symphony, that is the number 10. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near a completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it is important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance and take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished, excuse me. Reflect on what has passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Beautiful. I'm going to end that pull on that high note. We will grab a few from the Mahrukh. I think I'm saying that right. Easy for me to say. The description of all the decks that I use are going to be in the description box below. You're welcome to have a look. We're going to see what this pulls out for us. There's more to know than what you currently know, is what came out. Very cool energy for Geminis. Geminis are very knowledgeable, very smart, super in-depth about knowledge seeking. New chapters require a new version of you. Wow. More of that reprogramming energy. We like a transformation, right? That's that death card, transformation. Be careful who and what you surround yourself with. Like attracts like, wasn't I just saying? Be careful who and what you surround yourself with. Okie dokie. Don't worry so much about not finding love. It will find you. That's more of that law of attraction stuff. I highly recommend perusing through YouTube and looking at that. This guy I follow, Rich Lop, he's got some amazing information and he gets it from others. But yeah, really interesting. You're exactly where you need to be. We feel like we're always in motion trying to be where we think we need to be, but you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that the universe has you exactly where you need to be and you are in the right path. Let go. I mean, really let go. There's something better on the horizon. Ooh, I need that info. I may need to borrow that one. That one's a good one. Okay. Your life is at a turning point right now. You're ready. You're ready. I've heard that a lot lately myself. I promise you it does get better. I like that one. Cute little message. Okay. If all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. It's about appreciating every single moment. Take the time to stop and really enjoy everything that's going on with you. You won't always feel alone. You're attracting your soul tribe. Like attracts like. To rise, you must let go of fear. That's a good one also. Okay. I like those. Very good. Real quick. Let's see what this guy says. You got anything to say? Okay. Truth. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth. Vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. Love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Okay, more truth. All right, Gemini. I feel like that was your message for July of 2022. All Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements.